Okay. We should be good. Yeah, we should be good. Alright, here's chat. Starting up. We're live now. Let me move this over here. I should have checked this before. No, we're good. We're good. We're good. Okay. Alright, we're going to tweet out a thing. Say. Boom. Is that going to take them to the stream? Okay, it does, but I want this to pop out more. Actually, wait. Did it tweet? It did. Okay, okay. Hold on. We're going to redo the tweet. Because I want this shit to pop. Is anybody in chat right now? My God. That fucking... That episode... I honestly don't know how to feel about life right now. I really don't. What's up, Wombat? That fucking episode, man. It just... I'm like... broken right now. We're keeping it a stack. Like, I don't know how to feel right now. Like, that episode is so good. Oh my God. Okay, y'all. So I don't even know where to start. Let's put the music on. We can have some background music. I don't know where to start. I don't know where to end because the episode did every single thing I wanted it to do. And like surpassed that shit. Like I saw that, by the way, Rookie. I don't know what you did. What's up, Soft? How you doing? Hi, Pain. Hi, Skeeter. What's up, Zero? How you doing, man? Yo, that episode was nuts. Just oh my God. Wow. Okay, now we're gonna tweet the stream out for real this time. Did I see that the episode had the cats? Yes, I saw the cats. Okay, this entire episode was nuts. Like, absolutely bonkers. It did everything I wanted it to do, but way better. We finally got to the boss. They still haven't revealed his identity, which is one of the parts I like about this. And it's so cool because next week you're gonna actually see him. And like, oh my God. Oh, they did everything right. So they nailed Bruno's backstory with his parents getting divorced and him hating drugs because drugs are bad. That was crazy. That backstory, it hits you like halfway through the episode because they finally get to the destination where they have to bring Trish to the boss. And you get instructions and shit, and Bucciolati's like, I'm gonna go do this myself. Everybody stay here. Him and Giorno look at each other. Giorno gives him the brooch with the ladybug after using gold experience on it to keep it alive so that he could track Bruno. Because you gotta remember that him and Bruno both want to get rid of the boss. So Giorno's in on it. And so that happens. He goes in, and then you have the moment with Trish doubting herself, wanting to meet the boss. She's all having like a crisis moment out of nowhere because she's not sure if she's gonna get along with him because, you know, that's her dad, but she's never met him. And he's just some strange mafia boss, and like she got kidnapped by thugs, and now she like got kidnapped again technically, although they're just bringing her back, and like it's ridiculous, man. That shit is so intense. This entire episode was just very tense. I was sitting down watching it the whole time, screaming, trying not to wake everybody else up. I'm still trying not to scream right now, but it makes you feel really bad for Trish seeing her break down like that. it's just like, damn, it sucks. But Bucciolati's like, you know, like, I'm here for you. Everything's gonna be all right. They go into the elevator, and then they like cut out and they go to Bruno's backstory in the elevator. And you have Bruno with his dad getting attacked by gangsters, getting shot and shit in the middle of a drug deal. And then it's just like, ugh. Man, that backstory was so juicy. When it was like, oh, and then Bruno committed his first murder at the age of 12. I was sitting here like, yeah, because he was defending his father, but he just like knew he couldn't go back. Once he hit that point, he's like, all right, this is it. This is what I got to do. And so he decided he was going to keep drugs off the streets. That was his thing, because his dad got attacked over drugs. And he thought that that was the dumbest shit ever. Because Bruno was such a good person, dude. Like, he's in the mafia now, but all he does is keep crime out. Like, he's like an anti-hero in the scenario of being, you know, in the mafia. He would be your quote-unquote anti-hero, because by technicality, he's supposed to be a bad guy. But he's like the best person ever. Bruno's just GOAT, man. But this, the way that they cliffhanged the episode was exactly what I wanted it to be. I wanted it to be the gut punch, and it was the gut punch. Like, I just... Ugh. So that happens. And yes, Bruno did put the brooch on Diablo's butt. His dummy thick ass cheeks clapping. Giorno can now track him by the sound of his ass cheeks clapping. But it was... This episode was nuts, man. It was so intense. I know people are gonna try and quality Queen King Crimson all over again, but look, King Crimson looks fine. Next episode is gonna be OD. By OD, I mean overdoing it, over exaggerating, etc., etc. It's New York slang for people that are unfamiliar. I know some people are very familiar with it, others aren't. I get people asking me all the time, what does OD mean? There you go. But yo, this shit was just crazy. His backstory: Bruno entered the Olive Garden and never left. Yeah. It was just, this right here, man, is like, there's so much tension in the episode, dude. Like, every single bit of dialogue is crazy. And then they added this in with Fugo speaking before Bucciolati goes off to take Trish. That's not in the manga. That made me so sad that they added this in. Like, Fugo's all like, you know, I always believed that you could do this and you would become a capo, and like, I've always had faith in you and you're an amazing guy and I know that you can do this. And everybody else is like, of course, and they're all smiling and shit. That's not in the manga. And it's just, that makes me so sad. Yeah, I saw a couple complaints about people saying that King Crimson didn't look good enough, and they were saying it was Killer Queen. I also saw that soft. I think it's a complete opposite. That was like the best way they could have shown off King Crimson, dude. King Crimson got like one of the best stand reveals. The way he just fades into the screen right behind Bucciolati was just like, ugh. It was so good. Was Julian complaining about King Crimson? I didn't see him complain about it. Unless he complained about it on his podcast. I haven't sat down and listened to that, so I don't know. I didn't see him complaining about it. I saw a couple other people complaining about it, like just like randomly in discussion on Twitter. But people always randomly complain about things in episodes. I thought the reveal was sick as shit though, and just like, wow. I think the anime can do everything justice at this point. People were disappointed with Diamond is Unbreakable, but like, Diamond is Unbreakable did a lot of things justice. It did more better than it did bad. So I don't think it's much to complain about. That's just my opinion. Of course, people can think different. That's fine. But this shit was hype. There was so much intensity in the episode. Like, this shit right here in the elevator when Bruno has Trish's hand, her cut off hand, like, look at his face, dude. Like, that shit says more than any words could. It's so intense and so just like, oh my god. When he realized, hey, I have to kill Diablo now. I have to get rid of the boss. This guy's fucked. It was just the craziest shit ever, dude. It was so sick. Fugo, I have faith in you. Also, Fugo, I don't have faith in you. Yeah. The boat scene is going to be really good. But next episode, man, it's going to be tragic and hype at the same time. Bruno saying Nani did it for me. Yo, Bruno's Nani in the elevator was so intense. He screamed that shit so hard. But yeah, the way that they go from that to the backstory is really good. It's a smooth transition after the title card. I think King Crimson looked so good. I got kind of sad when people said I was wrong on Twitter. Yeah, I don't get why people are saying that like it's like super bad or anything. It's not. King Crimson's reveal is super sick. And like in like a lot of manga panel comparisons too for like this episode, it was really good. It was really good. Like there's a ton of stills that they animated in this episode that looked super great. The Bruno panel where Bruno's like, "You will never understand how I feel." That was amazing in the anime. I thought that was like a highlight of the episode. That was so sick. You think it's a meme? I think it's a meme too. And yes, I agree, Soft. I think people were expecting way too much. But people always set their expectations through like the roof for whatever version. Or for whatever reason. Also for whatever version of like the media, whether it's like the anime or the manga. People always set their expectations super crazy high. But I thought King Crimson looked amazing. Super good. It was already good, but they wanted even more with that attitude. They're obviously going to be disappointed. Exactly. See, I didn't think that the episode looked bad either, Josh. This shit was super good. Look at all these shots, right? All these screenshots that I have, like, look really good. All these, fucking super crazy stare down shots of just, like, Bucciolati and shit. Like, this right here, when, Diabolo calls out Bucciolati, he's like, "Yo, I know you're there and you're going to die." That was so sick. That was so sick. And again, this right here, man, it looks so good. I don't get how people could say that it looks bad. Katsuyuki Konishi. Oh, okay. That's this voice actor for Diablo. That's pretty good. Diablo's voice is super good, by the way. All these shots look amazing. And then my favorite thing about the episode was probably the ending. Because, again, people were saying King Crimson looked bad, blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Whatever. This shit right here, man. This was so good. It's so good. Like, how are you gonna tell me that this looks bad? Nothing about this looks bad. I don't get what they're supposed to, like, make it do. Like, if you want to say this looks weird, sure. But, like, everything else? The gut punch? This shit? Dude, look at Diablo in the background. He looks so good. I don't get how people could tell me that they don't like it. It looks so good. Look at the angry ass face on King Crimson's head. The extra small fucking anger face. Look at this. This gut punch. The sound design. Hearing, like, even before seeing the hand go through Bruno's back, you see Bruno's, like, abdomen stretch out. You see this big ass, like, stretch in his body. And then you see the hand pierce through and you can hear his spine crack. It makes the, like, crackle sound, like you can hear the flesh rip, and then it like the blood gushes out and it's all and Bruno's all like ugh. Like this dude, it was, yeah, angry face is epitaph, I know, but I just like calling it the extra angry face. It's Anger Face Junior because he's got two. It's fucking nuts. It's nuts. I don't get how you could tell me that that reveal is bad. That entire scene is just like, it's so well done. The sound design in it, the intensity and the voice acting from both ends, the fucking music, like when you hear him say King Crimson no Noryuku and he's like, this is King Crimson's ability, dude, like that was so good. It was so good. I don't understand how people can say that it was bad. That's just my take on it. I thought that the episode was like 11-7 out of 10, fucking super top tier, dude. Do I think Gold Experience Requiem will have a redesign? No, but I do like that they kind of like reconstructed the face a bit for King Crimson. It looks so good. This is so sad. Doppio playing the court of King Crimson. Dude, like, fucking hell, man. I don't know. I don't get the complaints. I honestly don't. Because you could say, like, Oh, the art wasn't super duper amazing this episode. Sure, go ahead. And apparently we're getting a recap episode next week. And then after that, episode 22 should have the new opening. So if we get the new opening, it'll be the second half. So we're entering the second half now of Vento Aureo. This is the halfway point. This is when shit gets like stupid crazy. But yeah, apparently we're getting a recap episode next week. That's at least what I saw on Twitter. I don't know how true that is. Because the episode title thing at the end of this one was like, Enter King Crimson or some shit for the next one. Maybe we will get a recap after 21. Maybe after the next episode. Because the next episode, like, the title card doesn't say anything. Recap is after next week. Okay. March 8th. Yeah. Fucking... Dude. Next Friday is March 1st. I don't know, Garrett. Because they said, like, the new opening single releases at the end of March. So that's probably when we'll actually get the new opening. I'm not sure when it'll be. Like, what episode. I'd say within the next 4 or 5 episodes, we should have the new opening. I just wonder what it's going to look like the visuals. And I hope it sounds as good as Fighting Gold. Fighting Gold is just, like, engraved into my head. Releases the 27th of March. That's when it gets posted. I know the 30th of March. My birthday is on Saturday. The 29th is going to be the JoJo episode. Nice. So maybe the 29th will be the new opening. I hope the animation quality gets better again, like what they did after Man in the Mirror fight. Like, probably. But like I said, this episode's like animation wasn't even that bad. Like the animation itself, the movement and shit is really good. You can say like the art looks weird this episode. They maybe like, you know, didn't make everything as detailed as people wanted it to be, and I think that's why people complain. But then you get shots like this. This just looks really good, you know? So that's what I think. And I think the whole King Crimson ordeal is kind of dumb. Because I thought King Crimson reveal was sick. It was really good. The use of the sound design, the crunch to the gut punch, having it be a cliffhanger on Bruno just getting punched through his gut. There's no ending, no nothing, dude. It's just fucking... Ugh. Afterwards, Clash and Talking Head, then B.I.G., then Oasis, then Green Day. And then finale. I believe so. Oh yeah, Metallica. Metallica's in there. Metallica is after B.I.G. I think so. Was Metallica after B.I.G. or before B.I.G.? That's what I'm trying to remember right now. I think Metallica is after B.I.G. It's before Oasis and Green Day. And I don't want to say it because of spoilers, but there's a character that's there before. It's not there after, but it's there for Metallica. You guys know what I'm talking about. So yeah, it is after B.I.G. Okay. This shot is so funny, dude. The fact that the beetle brooch got stuck on his butt cheek, man. It's fucking funny. They were both playing jokes on us. Yeah. Okay, so that's the order. So there's like 5 more fights. Squall into Jano fanfic. Soft, when are you not rating fanfic? Spice Girl this week? No, Spice Girl won't be for a while. Spice Girl isn't until B.I.G., and that's like the only time you see the stand used. No, the plane is after. You're ahead of yourself, King of Spirits. A boss's cheeks keep clapping. That's why Bruno knows where he is. Exactly. That's why Giorno knows where he is too. Bruno knows by the sound, but Giorno can tell by like the movement in the air from the ass cheeks clapping of Diabolo that he is walking down the stairs. Bruno, watch out. He is in front of you. Bruno, don't do it. Bruno, wait. Oh, Bruno did the thing. Now Bruno is dead. What will happen next time? Find out. And then it's like, to be continued. It's all good, Soft. It's all good. You should send it to me. I'll read it in a very dramatic voice later. After King Crimson and Clash and Talking Head, BIG starts. Yep. Also, thank God that Diablo gave like a brief explanation on King Crimson and it was really straightforward and to the point. I'll keep telling people, you know the skip button on your DVD remote? You press that shit and there you go. Send me it anyways. You can like DM me or some shit. I'll probably laugh at it and be like, ha ha. This episode is really good. Really hyped to see Carne's stupid face get shot. Main reason people get confused on King Crimson is bad translations. Yeah, no, like the super duper old scans were like really bad. Like when I read part 5 and I got to this part, I like immediately DM my friend and I'm like, so like I knew the Bruno got like bodied, like I saw him get gut punched. That was very clear to me. Like, okay, he just got damaged, but I was confused on the whole how did he see Bruno in the future thing. And then he like sat down and explained King Crimson and it was like, okay, cool. Missed it for 4th DLC in Smash Bros. Let's go. Next week is, yeah, 2 weeks from today. So not the 1st of March, but the 8th. March 8th is when we will get the thing. The recap episode. I think next week's episode is gonna be like super intense, dude. It's gonna end on such a nice like cliffhanger again, probably. I can't wait. But yeah, how did y'all feel about this episode, man? I'm just like, I'm baffled. I'm seriously baffled. I don't have much else more to say, really. I know this is like probably gonna be a way shorter stream than all the other ones, but like last week's stream, I was talking about 3 episodes, so we had a lot more to talk about. But now we're on time, so it's just like, wow. I'm changing my name to Ocean Water made the sharks gay. That's pretty powerful. This episode was super good. I agree. But yeah, how do y'all feel, man? Like, I thought everything in the episode was really great. There's a cat on the island. Bruno broke the rules. Dude, Mista had his foot on the step. I thought he was gonna yell at him about that. They were gonna like point that out. Mista had his foot off the boat. You're supposed to all stay on the boat. You're shook because we're already on Mystery of King Crimson. I know. Like, we're in February and it started back in October. Alright, so we went October, November, December, January, February. So it's been 5 months already. It'll be 6 months in March. And it doesn't even feel like it's almost been 6 months of Vento Aureo. Like, it's literally almost been half a year already. It's just crazy. It's crazy to me. The pacing in the anime is just so good. It's like every single week, I'm like, God, I can't wait until JoJo. And then JoJo happens and it's fucking nuts. It's been 3 months since Torture Dance. Holy shit. Woke up 2 hours before the episode aired in Japan and was actually shaking. I saw screenshots that they posted last night. And it was just Trish and Bruno. And that was really sick. Time passed by too fast, just like it was skipped. You guys want to hear me skip a thing? Yeah, what just happened to the music? That's crazy. I have no idea what just happened, but it did a thing. It's pretty nuts. You know, sometimes you're just listening to things. Alright, so I hope you guys are enjoying your time on stream. I've been enjoying my time so far for the, half hour we've been streaming. That episode was nuts. It's pretty crazy. I really wasn't expecting them to do it to us, you know? But they really did it to us. When do we see Doppio? We see Doppio. I believe Metallica is the first appearance for Doppio. Or like right before that. So like end of Clash and Talking Head. Should be like right there. That's when we should see Doppio. Doppio is gonna be sick. I wonder what the voice of Doppio is gonna be. What it's gonna be like. I can't wait to actually like hear it. I think that's gonna be sick. Is this a good song? Hey, this one is pretty good. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, this one is groovy. This is from the Eyes of Heaven soundtrack. This is the Options theme. It's really good. Hope they explain the boss's backstory better. They will. That'll be in next episode, actually, now that you point that out, most likely. It's gonna be sick. You had to go find your cat? Make sure your cat's okay. My cat is downstairs running around, doing laps. I don't know why. My cat is, like, really dumb. Purple Haze could do a lot of things in this situation, but Purple Haze would have probably killed Trish. Would have definitely killed Trish. And it would have made Fugo kill himself and the boss. And Fugo would never do that to the boss. We'll see that next episode. That has more to do with what's going to happen. They did good with part 4 dubs, but they're always strong with accents. Example, Joseph. I'm worried everyone will be Italian sounding. Yeah, no, part 1 and part 2 dub are really weird because of the accents. Part 3 is fine, and part 4 is really good for when I've heard of it. The episodes have been, like, the episodes I have seen, like, the dub is really good. Like, I saw Rohan's introduction episode with, Vic Mignon, and I saw the cooking episode where they go to the restaurant with the chef. That episode is really funny. You have Josuke screaming at Okuyasu to drop the damn meat. That out of context is dangerous. Yeah, I don't think anybody does at this point, soft. Vic, it's really weird, but I don't want to talk too much about him. I don't care about the guy. He's weird. He's done things. I'm glad that, like, Funimation and them went and did, like, an investigation and, like, looked at evidence and shit and were like, okay, we gotta, like, get this guy out. And they, like, gave him the boot. Good for them. I really want the Italian dub of part 5 so I can watch it in its most primo Italiano form. Dude, imagine how funny it would be for the Italian people hearing Giacchio rant about Italian pronunciations in Italian. That'll probably be a treat for them. I think that'll be really good. What's another good song? The song is really good, but this is like the best one. Maple Station? It's my favorite thing on the Eyes of Heaven soundtrack. Found his voice to be annoying, who allowed him to voice an icon like Rohan. That too. Vic Lasagna. That guy's weird. I forgot who it was. They asked me on, like, my thoughts on him on, like, Twitter or Discord or something, and I was just like, he's weird. And that was pretty much it. I'm glad that everybody can agree on that. Would it be funny if Malone kept shouting Di Molto, though? Yeah. Do it. But he has to do it with the accent in the dub. First Mafia members in part 4. What's the order of the arcs after this? Do we do Clash and Talking Head, B.I.G., Metallica, Oasis, Green Day, Finale? So we have like 5 more fights. Five or 6 more fights, something like that. I just did the math and already forgot. But yeah, this shit is... Oof, this episode, man. It was genuinely very intense. Like, I've read the manga several times. And y'all know this, because I've talked about these things plenty of times before. But just being able to experience it in anime is always a treat for me. Being somebody that's like read the manga, watching the comics that I read get adapted into you know, an animation, it's really cool. I get to sit down and fucking see it come to life, and they bring the pages to life. You got the voices and the sound effects, and like, it's all so good. The music, the smooth animation quality, like everything just comes together, and it makes a really amazing product that I can appreciate so much, especially when it's handled right. And they made it genuinely intense. And this scene of Trish and Bruno hand-holding is so nice to me. It's so wholesome. Until Trish gets her hand just stuck there with Bruno. But that was such a good shot, though. The way that Bruno turned his head around very slowly right here, and it like zoomed in all dramatic and shit. And you saw the hand with the blood, and he saw like the drip of blood first, and then it was just like, nani? It's so good. You don't get that in the manga. Like, you don't get that same level of emotion. You can through art, of course, but like, I don't know, it's just different when there's sound to it, you know? When you hear it, you look at it, there's like more of a reaction. That might just be a me thing, though. So that's not always the case, but like, there's scenes in part 4 that I thought were better in the manga, like the Josuke Kira stare down. In the manga, that panel is like super intense, and it says a lot more than words ever could. Then in the anime, it's still good, just not as good. But I think in this scenario, this was like better than the manga because of the sound. Favorite and least favorite La Squadras, not including Risotto. That's not fair. Risotto is my favorite. Nah, Chiacho is my number 1, and my least favorite is probably like Formaggio. Formaggio's just there. He gave Narantia a cool first fight, where Narantia just started blowing shit up. It's been a while since I last saw Baccio shouting at Giorno. Yeah, it has been. You have to hear some of that. This episode is really good. Least favorite is Aluso? Really soft? I thought you would like Aluso more. Aluso is really sick. Man in the Mirror is a really cool stand. And like, his design is just really good. He looks like what was his face? Was it Steely Dan with the lovers? In Stars Crusaders? That guy was pretty sick too. His stand was annoying as shit, but the fight is really cool. And seeing him get his ass beat by Jotaro at the end of it is just like also worth it. That's understandable. I think they're all like really good. All the La Squadra. La Squadra. Yeah, the anime did make Formaggio way cooler. Prosciutto's also extremely good. Prosciutto and Pecci, their dynamic is super sick. I love those guys. They're good. But yeah, only because you said I couldn't pick Risotto, I would pick Chiacho. He's like the next runner-up. But Risotto's actually my favorite in the Squadra. Love Risotto. He's so sick. Metallica's a really cool stand. It's so simple, too. It's just like the concept of it is so sick. I love the boss's small tie. I love this design of him, like the Shadow Diavolo. It's super good. The anime makes it look mad cool, and I can't wait until the actual face reveal of him. That's gonna be the sickest thing ever. I mean, Risotto's a large majority of people's favorites because he's like so sick. Yeah, that outfit is like the way that they are doing like the shadow design for him right now is like, it's weird because you can see some details on him, like you see the eye, you can see his hair, like the outline of like his ear, but like his shape is still different. When you get to see the fishnets, I'm gonna say it's a win for the host. Yeah, pretty much. No, that's 100% Diablo. Like, that's 100% him. They just play it off like that. They just have, like, a shadow version of him because he hasn't revealed his face yet. And, like, it's supposed to be dark in the environment that they're in, but they're showing you the stand because, one, he reveals the stand to him, so, like, they're going to show it and let it stand out so you can see the stand itself. And then we've already seen Bucciolati. They're just hiding him because Araki was like, yeah, we're not going to show him yet. And then Araki's like, okay, here's what he looks like. That's why. I think it's just like, he just looks like that. His hair looks more like a buzz cut right now. Like, you can barely see it. He just has like a very like normal head, but I think it's supposed to be like that because like they're just going for like a default look on him, you know? Like, I wouldn't look into it too deep. It's definitely 100% not Doppio. It's Diabolo. But he just looks that way, just to look that way, because it's like they're going for a default. You know? He doesn't want to show himself. He has a receding hairline. He's 33. Let him be. Diabolo's a grown-ass man. He's like in his 40s. And he has shit stamina. Made in Heaven isn't until the very end of part 6. That's not for a long time. I don't remember what his specific age is, but he's a grown man. Grown enough to get tired from using a stand ability compared to all these teenagers where they're like, nope, I can use my stand, no problem. They just use it like crazy. What do I think would happen if Diablo and Kira met up and they didn't just start fighting? Could they be friends? I mean, Diablo is a guy that doesn't want to be known, and Kira is also a guy that doesn't want to be known. I don't think they would really like want to get to know each other. Diablo would probably want to kill him because he doesn't want his identity to be found, and Kira would probably want to do the same. So they probably would just end up fighting. I don't think either of them would bump into each other and like not fight. Would we get Rolling Stones after the finale? I don't know. I'm not sure. That'd be sick though. There's a ship name for them? God. Doesn't surprise me though. Honestly. JoJo fanbase probably puts like all the characters together. I just don't ever pay any attention. The only ship content I'm looking for is Mickey Mouse and Riku from Kingdom Hearts. Thank you for coming to the stream. Guys, we're going to call it quits here. But yeah, we are going to end the stream now. It was an extremely good episode. I'm just like blown back at that Killer Queen reveal and that ending, man. It was so good. I don't understand why people would say it looks like bad or looks garbage, etc., etc. That entire sequence is just really good, you know? I'm sorry, Max. We've been streaming for almost like 40 minutes. But no, like real talk for closing thoughts. I thought that the very end of the episode was like amazing. Like the Killer Queen reveal is just so sick, dude. It was really good. Did I say Killer Queen? That's how you know I'm like distracted at the fact that people are saying that it was compared to Killer Queen's reveal. I mean King Crimson. You guys know what I mean. But yeah, I'm upset that people are comparing it to Killer Queen. That's probably why I just said it again. It'd be like that. But no, the King Crimson reveal is like really good. So I'm mad that people are comparing it to Killer Queen. I don't think that it deserves that treatment. It was way better of a reveal. Much more intense. Much more dramatic. especially the way that they ended off. No like outro, the credits are playing on screen. It's just the last thing you see before the episode ends is that to be continued with the gut punch with King Crimson punching fucking Bruno. It's crazy, man. It was crazy. But yeah, it was a really good episode. So you guys can follow me on Twitter at FreyKugel if you don't follow me already. You can join the Discord. It's there. We gotta talk more in there. But I just be not joining. I just don't hop in there. You guys can always contact me there, message me, ask me questions, talk, etc. Do the same thing on Twitter. We're getting very close to one of my favorite parts in Vento Aureo. Aside from this, because this and White Album, these last two parts are like highlights of all of Vento Aureo for me. My next favorite part is going to be when we get to Metallica. That's going to be some sick shit. I can't wait. Thank you guys so much for stopping by the stream. All the support is appreciated. People watching this later on the YouTube. Hi, we do this every week. Working on videos. They'll be out soon. You guys can leave a like on this. It always helps. You know, support the channel, etc., etc. All the stuff that people that you probably watch videos for tell you to do. Same day. Same thing. Every day. You hear that shit. I hear that shit all the time. But that's just how it be. Support content creators. I'm gonna head out. Enjoy the rest of the night. The King Crimson, not Killer Queen, King Crimson reveal was absolutely amazing. This is just super good. So good night, everybody. I hope you all have a nice night. Everybody in the chat. I'll see you guys next time. And Soft, send me the fucking other thing. I forgot. You were talking about it like 10 minutes ago. I forgot what it was. But send me that shit. So, good night, y'all. Everybody have a good night.